Hey guys, this is Kohaku. I'm here doing a Dudley Spike Brother deck profile. So, my starter right now is Smart Leader Darkbringer. He is from the EB03 Extra Booster. You can put him into your soul when his attack hits. And you can choose a Spike Brother from your hand and call it to Vanguard. So it helps for early game attacking. I'd also consider running Mecha Trainer, the Counterblast 1, search for a 1, add it to hand. But right now I'm just playing him for some plays. My zeros, so my triggers, I run 4 trigger Pauline, so 4 draw, and then 8 crit. So I run, 8 crit. I run 4 Sonic Breaker, 4 Silence Joker. He is the put into soul, unflip the damage. He's pretty good, an old card. And then I run 4 Trigger Tiara, the original Spike Perfect, or Spike Heal Trigger. For ones, I run 4 Sheer Girl Marilyn, so 4 perfects. She's the original perfect, just she can protect anything. I would also consider running the new Kissmark Alma, the unflipping perf from Reckless Rampage that comes out soon. But for now I just have Marilyn. I run 4 Acrobat Verdi. He is the stride fodder for Spike Brothers. And since I'm running Jessica, I also need to be able to hit that GB and be able to stride rather easily. I run 3 Cheer Girl Elsa. She is the new Limit Break Enabler for Spikes. I run them because I run Dudley Lucifer as one of the other 3s, as you'll see later. And having his extra limit break early can help in some points when you aren't able to stride or such. And then I run 4 Dudley Daisy. She is the Dudley grade 1, so when she's called during battle phase you can counterblast 1 and she gets plus 5k. So that can set up a bunch of combos for a bunch of stuff. My 2s, I run 4 Dudley Mason. He's Counterblast 1 of Vanguard or Rearguard Circle. Put a spike from your hand into your soul. When he attacks and it hits, you can search your deck for a Spike Brother and call it to an open Rearguard Circle. So pretty good tech in any deck, but he's also a Dudley, so that helps with the main focus of the Dudley deck. Then I run 3 Dudley Douglas. He is the grade 2 version of Dudley Daisy. It's where when he's called during battle you can counterblast 1, give him plus 5. And then I run 4 Dudley Monty. He is the Legion Maid and Vanilla 10k for Spikes. He's a pretty good ride in comparison to Dudley Mason. If you can't get Mason for that like early game search, then riding into Dudley Mason gives you that extra guard protection in the beginning of the game in case of rush and such. Just a pretty good tech and all. For 3s, I run 4 Demonic Lord Dudley Lucifer. He is the Spike Brother card from Fighter Collection 2 in America, so should be Fighter Collection 14. He is Limit Break 4. Choose one of your rear guards, put him into your soul, at the beginning of, at the end of the battle, if this unit attacks the Vanguard, you can pay the cost. If you do, call any card from your hand to rearguard circle, and if it has a Dudley in the name, it gets plus 10k. So in combo with like Daisy or Douglas, they get plus 15. So that's pretty good. And then he has an activated to where you can kind of boss one, he gets plus 2. In case you're in some sort of pinch that you really need to get that power and you have the extra counter blast like your Spike Brother, so you probably don't. That's always good. And then I run for the new Dudley Jessica. She is GB2. All of the units in the front row with Dudley get plus 2k. And then she is like a little mini break stride for Dudley strides. So when you stride something with Dudley in the name, you can search your deck for up to one card with Dudley and call it to an open rearguard, and it gets plus 5. So it's pretty good to where it's limit break, so if something happens and your opponent just wants to sit there at 2, you can start doing such as that. But then it also has the ability to function well with G units. So for strides, I run 2 Shutdown King Miraclace. He is once per turn. You can counterblast 1, Persona flip him, and he gets the ability auto when your rearguard is put into your deck. Choose up to one of your units, and it gets plus 5. And then if you're GB3, so if he's your second stride or more, you can Soul Blast 2 when your rearguard is put into your deck. You can choose a card from your hand and call it to an open rearguard circle. So he's pretty good for such and such when you want to get more power or such, or get more attacks. I run 1 Great Villain Dirty Picaro, the GR from Reckless Rampage. He is GB3. Counterblast 2, choose any card in your G-zone, turn it face up, and put a card from your hand into Soul. When he attacks Vanguard, you can pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to search a card for up to 1.
Well, these back. They love to.
Yep.
Sorry, for 1 card for each of your face-up cards in your G-zone. So if you've been striding a lot and you actually are able to get him off, you can get like a bunch of things face up, because you already have to be GB3, so he'll get you a few, he can get you pretty much like a full field, and it's really good. But he's a 1-up because it's pretty heavy cost in spikes. I run 4 Godly Thief Flash Bruce. He's from the G Fighter 1. He choose a card from your hand, put it in Soul. When he hits a Vanguard, you can search your deck for anything, call it to rearguard, not open, so you can call over anything, something if you need to. He gets plus 5. Just the base on hit stride that is pretty good support and such. And then, since this is a Dudley deck, I am running 4 Great Warrior Dudley Geronimo. He's once per turn. You can counterblast 1 and choose a copy of him and turn it face up. If you have a heart with Dudley, you can pay the cost if you do. He gets auto when your rearguard attacks, and that unit gets plus 5 until the end of battle. And then put that unit on the bottom of your deck. And then if you're GB3, so if you have 2 or more face up, your rearguards can attack from the back row. So with him you can pretty much get 6 attacks in, including the Vanguard. But a lot of times you're just not going to attack with everything. But you can if you need to, and that's pretty good. So you can run it as 16 or not 16, as 12 crit, so changing draws into the new double R crit for Rising, but he's a double R, and if you don't want to get double R crits for every spike deck that you want, draws are pretty good, and it helps you keep your hand consistent, since a lot of stuff is that you just have to play stuff from hand and have stuff to put into your soul and such. But yeah, a lot of problems this deck would have is just that it's rather counterblast heavy, which is why you run Silence Joker as an unflipper, and why you could run Alma as your perf instead of Marilyn, because a lot of times when it comes down to it, you're not going to have rear guards in the front row for something to be attacking, so it normally doesn't really matter what your perfects are. But with the new Dudley, Jessica, and Lucifer, it just helps, and it's just a really good thing to be able to be doing, since now you don't just have Lucifer or Emperor for Geronimo, and you have Jessica, which is just a little stride for him. It's pretty good. So yeah, that's the Dudley deck. See y'all later.